Okay, here I am about to geek out on my little people collection like there's some kind of adult collector. But they are, and bear with me, get with me. They're so cute. I love them. I love modern little people. I love the old-fashioned first wooden ones. But I am obsessed with collecting these, and I collect these like they're action figures that are rare, and some of them are. So that's what we're going to talk about. I've got rare ones. I've got factory defect ones that I collected, and I've got variants. Yeah, that's what's happening here. Okay, so first off, there are 3 new characters, which is so soon. Oh yeah, and there's variant packaging that I also collect. That's what's crazy. So first let me get to these 3 new ones, which I have to find a spot for on the wall. So that means we have to remove some of these things. So they originally came in little boxes like this. I mean, take one of those off the shelf too. They came in, the first ones came like this. I thought that I had them all. I mean, I did collect them all. I have them all. But then they started putting them out in open face packaging, which I both like and don't like. I like that we're saving plastic for the environment. I like that part first and foremost. But secondly, I like that you can see them better. But I don't like that they probably can get a lot dustier and easily damaged by people. So I guess I should start with this new box collection that I have. So I've been saving these. So this is the latest one. Do I go backwards? I'm missing one of these. So that's kind of freaking me out too. The fact that I'm freaked out by that I'm missing one of these boxes. But the first one I have is a larger sized box. I guess they used to put more in the package, and I don't think this is the first wave of them, because I have them in order as how they were released, and I think that they end right here. You can tell by the packaging changes. So this is not the first box. This is the, wait, I don't know. This is the second wave box. Apparently I'm missing one of the boxes. Oh, do you know something though? They've shown up at the Dollar Tree, and that is something else that I'm going to check today to see if I have doubles if I have them in packaging and I have them open. But I think I have both Wave 1 and Wave 2, both in their boxes and loose. But at some point I had to stop doing that. Like, I didn't buy more of the open-faced ones. And then there's 2 packs too, which we'll get into. So the first box I have is this one, and then we still have ones that are being made today. She's a repeat customer. They keep making her. And then these 2 guys right here, these were an added addition to this collection. So this is part 2 of Wave 2. It gets complicated. Those 2 are kind of special because they released them here, but they also released them in this packaging too. And I guess they started making her again too when she was originally put in this packaging. But this girl also, but they changed her skin tone, which they made her a bit lighter. Where is she at? Oh, she's up here. She's a really dark complected one. So that was kind of a cool. I mean, I really like her because she is so dark complected. But then they reissued her again as a lighter skinned girl. So that's kind of cool and interesting too. And I need them for my case. Now I got kind of confused by this guy because they put him out not far after they put out this guy. And then I like to put them in the order of the numbers they are too. So you can see, where does it say their numbers, right? Oh yeah, HTJ24 would be the collection, and JBD47 would be, oh no, that's the assortment. It says assortment at the end of the one where it's the assortment. So let me, okay, I really am geeking out. Let me go back in here and see the assortment is DVP. No. See, these have different assortments. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter. That's not what we're here to talk about today. I'm just double taking inventory. So yes, I have these guys open because these were the transition ones. I have them in plastic boxes. I have them in open face cardboard boxes, and then I have them open because they're the only ones that were in the first two waves in the plastic boxes, and then they carried through to here. So, I mean, those other variant ones I do have open too. Anything that came in the wave. So the boxes, I don't know who wants to see the boxes except for me, but this is kind of a roundabout of most of the figures that I have. So there's that box first, and then there was, they usually put the new ones at the beginning. Oh yeah, this is where it got, is this where it got confusing? Is this one? No, yeah, and then this one was the next one, because you see the fair-skinned girl that I was talking about, and the guy with the red baseball cap. See, they put the two at the first, but then they put the vitiligo guy at the end, and he was an addition too, just because you can see that their numbers don't coincide. I mean, it's all very complicated, and I won't geek out as much as I want to. And then over here, this box, they added the coagular implant guy with the blue shirt on. Really cute. So he's awesome. And he was like, I had to hunt for him for a while, and then they put out a new wave where they repeated coagular. This is the newest guy. Oh, and then here are the 1, 2, 3 new ones. So these ones were released right before. Oh, and that's the box that I don't have. So we skipped one box right before the one I have, but I took a picture of it because when I saw it in the store. So that is the latest 4 that I got until these new ones. And I was saying to myself, there's no way there's going to be new ones anytime soon. And then lo and behold, I was walking in a store, and at Walmart it was specifically, I see these guys sitting on the shelf, and all I have to do is look on the side of the box, and strangely enough, and to see which box it is and which case assortment. And what was the strangely enough part of this statement? I don't know, but it was, oh, I guess because I had predicted it. Like, I was feeling that there's new ones, and I thought, we just got new ones. They're not going to put out new ones, but there is new ones, so they do put them at the top. They actually didn't put them at the top, but I guess it's because these ones are in order of the lettering, so they do that. Yeah, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25, and they just added them, and then there's totally different codes here, you can see. So they just added them to the end of the new ones that we just got, which are up on my wall right here. And I guess I can show you them again. So vitiligo guy, he came out. He's special. What about her with a tutu? What's up with that? Oh yeah, this one was new too, but it kind of threw me off because they redecoed her. So cuteness, but she was originally, I took somebody from up there. Oh, I took her from up there. I gotta put them in order. She's GWV18, and she is she's DV, oh my goodness, assortment DV, HG, oh no, this one's DVP 63, no, it's GWV 00, oh my goodness. Alright, I can't worry about putting them in order. You probably know what order I had them in. But here, I'll put her back up there. So I got them all. Sometimes they just have random numbers. They just use whatever code's left over. But she was also, she's a total redeco though, so she's kind of neat. So vitiligo guy. So this is kind of where they did go a little wacky crazy, even though there are some other highlights. But I did videos. You have to go back and look at some of the videos of this wave, because this is a pretty good wave. This is my favorite one ever made. Evelyn sent me a double of this one, so I do have this one open. I think he's the cutest of all, and he's got a monster on his t-shirt. So that is probably my favorite one. But we have vitiligo, and then we have coecular implant, which is really cool and cute. And then we have, this is a newer one, which I'm totally excited about, where she has braids. Some kind of like hippie Polish girl looking super cute. And then they redecoed the guy with the hat, the bald guy with the hat, which I thought it was the same one, and it got a little confused, and that's why I don't have the other box, because maybe I thought I already had it, but they totally redecoed him, so he's a total different character with a hat on. And then these two ones, these are so new. Well, so is that guy there, but so are these two are so new that I don't even like. They're so special to me. This guy I saw on the Toys R Us website months ago, and was like, "When's he coming out?" And then I thought he wasn't coming out, and then he showed up one day, and then we got a girl in the wheelchair. This is the first one in the single pack in a wheelchair, so that's really cute too. And that's JFC22, oh, JBD47. Oh no, these are totally different, and they have totally different codes, so I can't put them in order. But here, I'll put them like that, because that's the way they came out. Okay, and then we have for these guys. All right, and so what number are on these? We know the JFC23, 24, and 25. Wow, I have them in order. 23. This guy with the coffee cup. He's got a crossbody bag on. He's got sweatpants with a string. He's totally bald, but he has a beard. He has glasses. They totally made him from somebody. Then they got this girl in school, so I guess she's a school girl. She doesn't look like a teacher. She's got her backpack. She's got her two braids. Really cute. It's really fun how they can swap these out. So they have the bodies, and then they will just they'll deco these separately, but you grab somebody with a backpack and then you put a different hair on. So it could be a boy or a girl depending on what hair you put on it, and then you stamp it with a different facial expression. This is a good period. There was a period where they had very light screenings. Let me see here. Is there an example of that here? Oh, I don't know. I thought there was a time that they had really light screenings, but they don't look they don't look very light to me. And they were more pixelated, which I know that people in the doll community complain about. I mean, I guess maybe it wasn't in the single pack figures that had the light screenings. Anyway, she's looking good and clear and crisp and cute, and she's got her pink little suit on, little school suit. Adorable. So, oh, that looks like it looks like these guys are leaving. Oh yeah. So I know how. See how my wall is set up? So this was the full collection of Wave 1 and 2, and then they put out Part 2 of Wave 2, and they added these ones to it, and there wasn't room for them there. But then they released them again in the open box. They were the first ones to be released in the open box format. So, wherever they are, right here. And so, maybe I don't need to put these on the wall. Also, her headband, which I can't believe, is scuffed by the box. And they might be a bit dusty too, which I haven't dusted up there for a while. But this does make the perfect room for these. Actually, no, it doesn't. I need more space. All right. Wasn't he first? Wasn't he? He's 23. And I didn't even show you 25, 24. Oh my goodness, I'm all over the place. I'm just so excited about this collection. We got a girl with an ice cream and sunglasses on, and she is JFC 25. There she is, looking cute, tie-dyed t-shirt, pastel pants. Look, ice cream in her hand. She is ready to lick it. She's so excited. And look at the glare that they put on the sunglasses, which is kind of cute. Very, very cute. Did I choose a bad one? Did I choose one that was printed badly? I think that's just the light yellow of that cornered pink tie-dyed section. Butterfly flying up. The backgrounds are also all different. So every time I want to... We saw that this guy was in a park. These two. I always wonder if you can match up the scenes so that they're like a diorama, because they seem to be in the same area, the same kind of park with cement roads and lots of greenery. And I showed you that she was in a school. Cute. All right. How much can I go on and talk about these things? All right. So they also have 2-packs. So this is a great segue. So the 2-packs were in. Oh, can I take one down? I guess I'll take down one like this. Here, let me pop these two up here, so I know what order they go in. I'll take this one. So originally, I usually dust the shelf off before I do a review. It's feeling dusty. This is how they put out the first 2-packs, like this. Not the first. They've been making 2-packs for probably 20 years or so, or I don't know, 10 years. A long time they've been making 2-packs, different themed 2-packs, but this is the first kind that's like 2 carat. Do they? It's not true. They had open face. This is the first time that I think they went from open face to closed face, and then they went back to, now we're back to open face again. But these are bigger boxes, much bigger than what they put out today. This is one of the new ones, and this is kind of a variant. Oh, I probably shouldn't have pulled this one down. So you can see this is really distressful for me when they change the packaging like this for my displays. Because, like for example, we have these Barbie ones that I was just using to weigh down that box. So there were 3 of these Barbie ones. And there's other ones on Amazon for a long time that I don't know if they came out or they just didn't come to Canada, because they're just sitting there, not getting new ones. But see how they re-released this style package in more environmentally friendly, smaller, compact packaging. So they added this one later. I believe it was a Kohl's exclusive, maybe in the States, but I was able to get it on Amazon. Really too expensive for what it was. Normally, I would say they about $10 for. It's usually $5 a figure. Is kind of how they do it. The single ones are $5, 2-packs are $10, and then sometimes I think that the brand name ones might be a little more expensive. They raise so that would be a little more expensive. I think I paid $15 for it, which is. I don't even know who these characters are or what's going on there. They're like athletic Barbie, but it was the only 2-pack they made after they made these 2-packs. Which these ones don't usually get displayed because I got no place to put them. But that brings me to this one. So there's, and I was really good not to buy these. This is like a pairing variant, because at the dollar store, a case of this and this one showed up. So you get this one in a smaller sized package. But what is special about this one is that, so I didn't buy that one in the smaller package to be good because I didn't really need it. And even though they're $5 at the dollar store, so they're like half price at the dollar store. But I did get this one. So this is a mashup between this set where they took the little girl away from the school teacher. So there's an art teacher and a little girl, and they took her out, and they matched her up with this little girl going to some girl with a backpack and a puppy, and they took her puppy and they stuck it in with the painting girl. So I had to get this pack, but what do I do with it? I was thinking I was going to open this, but I don't think I am going to open this, actually. In the same way, I'm not going to open up these ones. So these were also additions. They reissued a lot of these ones in 2-packs, but then they added these two to it. And look, it's my favorite guy, but in a different outfit. And this is a different puppy. You can see that he kind of looks the same, but this puppy has floppier ears. So these were additions, and then I think later, yes, I'm pretty sure, afterwards, you can also get these two in a multi-pack like this. It's all very complicated, and I don't think there's any thought or law. I reviewed and opened this already, but I put it all back in the package because I didn't have anything to do with it. I didn't know what to do with it. I'm running out of space, so I have to rotate this stuff. These guys, these aren't Fisher-Price. They shouldn't be on the shelf, but I didn't have anything that would fit into this space here, and I had this empty space, and I had those robots that I wanted to keep on display. But maybe today I can find something. I know that I need them to make another set like this, but I don't want to split those sets up. That would fit perfectly. And then, you can't even see, I'll show you quickly. There's 2 animal sets that are really cool, and I mean, they fit really well up there. But maybe there's another animal set that I don't have that belongs in that void. But these multi-packs, oh look, it's that girl again. I never even made that. Look, it's the art teacher from that pack. It's this girl from the dog walking pack. It's, I believe this guy's a driver from one of the cars, and I think he's also a driver from a fire truck that I have. But where's this? Oh, the doctor's from this set. Right here. Oh, I didn't even know that. That's cool. How about these guys? This guy's this doctor right here. This is that policeman right here. This girl with the puppy is right here. Oh, these are all from Wave 1. And then this girl with the clipboard, she doesn't exist. I've never seen her before. I guess she's the exclusive to this pack. You have to get this pack to get the exclusive little people. I don't wonder what she's doing. Is she doing an environmental census or something? I don't know what she's up to. But okay, that's crazy. That's crazy that I didn't know that or make that correlation. This guy. Did we find that doctor? Oh, yeah, we found him here. Do they have? I don't think they have any firemen. Firemen they always put with little. I have little fire trucks. I don't buy the big fire trucks, but I do look out for them. Okay. All right. So I decided I'm not opening her, but I don't know where I'm going to put her because she doesn't. She's. Yeah, I got to think about that. I thought, why not open her? I have both of these characters. It would be fun to open, but it's not happening. And these two, these definitely have to go back up there because this is the only occurrence of these two. No, well, that's not true. These two are in a multi-pack, which is what I started to say. A multi-pack this big, but even bigger than this one, where they have like 10 figures. I think both of them are in there, and who knows, maybe both of those are in there too. But does this fit? Okay. It seems it fits, but I have room for just one figure. But it wouldn't be uncommon for me to find them release one figure. So these guys, I guess, have to go into the stock, and then maybe my color. My factory defect coloration, color variant one, maybe this one can go in that spot. No, the box is so banged up. It is so funny, the story with this one. I'm sorry I get so flustered when I make these videos. When I got him, I saw him at the store and thought, do I have him? He looks so, I think I have him. He looks so familiar. And I checked my wall, and then had a picture on my phone of this wall, and I was like, do I have him? He looks familiar, but he looks different. The fact that I spotted him and thought he looked different. Now I can open him because the boxes are really smashed up and stuff, so we're opening him. But he was, and then I left him at the store because I was sure I had him, or I figured it out actually. I think I did. I think that I actually found another one of him hidden in the store, and I could see that he was just painted differently. Oh, this is a long time since I opened one of these. These have a lot of plastic on them, opposed to the little thing that they screw in the bottom and attach it to the box. We'll show you when we open up this one. But I thought about him, and the store isn't close, and I had to ride my bicycle there, but I was thinking about him, and I thought, I have to go get him, which now that I'm thinking about it, why? But, I mean, he is pretty cool in his blue suit. But let me show you what he looks like normally. Oh, here he is. Oh, yeah, so he does. So he stood out to me, and no wonder he stood out to me, because he's completely different, and we know that he has... Wait a minute. Okay, DB. Okay. Well, this is something that I did not know, and holy, is this going to change? Is this going to change everything for me? It can't. GWV14, DVP 63, DVP 63, and then he has the same barcode and everything. But this is a different background scene. Here he's standing in front of a house, and here he's standing out business time in the streets, which makes more sense. This one, what is going on? And like these numbers are attached to the picture, so this is his barcode, his unique barcode, and this is. But they, what? Where? Okay, this is. Oh no. That means that they have different scenes that I can collect them. Okay, that would be a little too much for me to do that. But yes, he has exactly the same number. And these ones, like even her and her, they don't have the same number. Because they re-released her like she was something new. Let me be wrong. Oh yeah, see, the code is completely wrong. It starts with 9 whatever, blah, blah, blah. But GWV16, and she's JCC48. So totally, and then totally different assortment numbers too. And where did I get her from? Here and here. And then I'm going to put these two guys back down again so I don't mix up their order. And then I don't remember who was there. Yes, I do, because I'm talking about him right now. Okay, so this kind of blows my mind and kind of upsets me, but I mean, he's gonna be he's the man in blue. His shirt just wasn't stamped properly. He got missed in the factory, and he turned out like this. It's definitely a paint error, because look, they painted his tie on top of the blue. It's just that he missed the white part of the assembly line. So kind of cool, but not really. But I will add him to my playtime figure collection, I guess. So let's put this guy back up here. Okay. So that's crazy. I don't know what I'm going to do with the Barbie one. This girl doesn't have to go on the wall because she's represented, both of these ones. The Barbie ones I don't have room for. I don't even think I can fit 2 of these here. There's not space. It really should be some kind of animal pack to put up there. I don't know. Did I talk about the collector things today? Like you can get adult collector ones. I bought every single one up to a certain point, and then it was the pandemic, I guess, and then I lost all my jobs and had no money, and then that's exactly when they started pumping them out, and they had so many, and there was a grocery store exclusive one that I couldn't get, and they started putting out football ones that you couldn't get unless you were in the States. That's right, they only sent them to the States. So then I just stopped, and some of the last ones that I bought on Amazon, I actually returned them because the window was open, because they were starting to make ones that didn't mean as much to me. But every once in a while, and there still are some ones that they haven't been putting out ones that I wanted. Great. The open-faced one that we're opening had to smash. We'll talk more about that one in a second. But yeah, I just had to stop. But there are there's a new Beetlejuice one. That's the first one that I think that I want the most. But I'm also waiting for a sale for some of them. I'd like the Saved by the Bell one. That was a show that I actually watched. The Jaws one is kind of cool. I don't know if that one's. Yeah, I'm waiting for the sale. Elton John one wasn't really interested in. Probably, I've never seen Drag Race, but I did buy this one. I think it's one of the last ones I bought, or when they do go on sale, like NSYNC. I bought that one, and that's not a band that I listen to or anything, but it was a really big set with a lot of figures, and it went on sale for like $10 or something. So I thought, yeah, that's worth it. And they're in like tacky 2020 clothing, but still. It was a fun pack to get, and I don't regret when they're on sale. So I do watch all of the sets. If there's one that's really cheap, I'll get it. Or if there's one that's a property that the Goonies is one that I really, really want. But I haven't bought any of them for a while. And I enjoy collecting these real people opposed to the celebrities. Alright, so I don't know what to do with that. We can put those away. She doesn't have to go. I can put that in some kind of case. We are going to talk about Disney princesses now. And then I don't want to drop anything else. The Disney Princess 2-packs. So they had a few of these for a while. There's some real rare ones. This one is really rare. So the case is about a case of... Can I do the math? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It's probably 3 by 2 cubed, which is 3 by 2 is... It's gotta be more than 6. I guess it's a 12. I guess it's a 12 pack that they're in. 2 layered. Oh, they're layered 3 deep. So no, they're 6 and 6 are 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think they come in 18 cases. There's only one of her out of all of the other Disney princesses. Some of the Disney princesses are repeats from before. Some of them they added new animals. So I didn't buy the Disney princess, all of the first set in the plastic boxes. Do I have an example of that? I think I opened the last one that I had to open in my last video. I think it was sitting up there and I needed the extra space. So I took it away like I did here. And I believe it was her and Snow White and Dopey, which this was the best one because all of the other ones came with a figure and an animal. And this was the only 2-pack that came with a random two characters, 2 people in one, even though the animals are still pretty awesome. And they've got other new animals and they've swapped out some of the animals. So I forget. Does she come with the rooster now? Yeah, I can't tell you. I probably should have taken one of those boxes so that I had some kind of, and I probably should have taken the box before. But some of the ones that are rare I don't have. Well, I have to go into the Disney princesses and see. So, yeah. Belle comes with Mrs. Potts. which I don't have, but I did get a deluxe Mrs. Potts set. But this one, this is a deluxe set, and I believe I thrifted that one, which is weird. And then this is a Rapunzel deluxe set, and then this frozen bed came from a castle, I think. I'm trying to remember which ones I got. Maybe I split up the animals too. You know what? I usually do take the animals and put them in my animal bin because she came with the pig, and I like to use the pigs in my dioramas. It just looks like a cute pet to have, so that's what I do. And then this Snow White must have come from a set, and just like Belle came with a set. And then there's all of these other ones. Oh, this is cool. On my 1/6 scale, I just talked about her. I have a doll of her that I thrifted. That's really cool. But it brings me to these. I still have these on the wall. Look at these. These baby ones. Those are so cute. Baby versions of them. And then they have the spring versions of those. So I don't remember if there were other 4-packs that I opened. I don't think so. I think that these are just special 4-packs that they put out. And I think my intention was to open them, but they just look so good. And I've got, especially the babies, but Rex, and it's really cool. I have turned down so many. I think that these guys are so cute, but I've turned down so many different occurrences of buying these two. I don't know what their names are. I keep reminding myself that I have a cute, definitive piece for my collection that I don't need to buy them in any other forms because I got these two. I think I also have them in Imaginative form too, which is both Fisher Price as well, but those are so cute to have. The princes are really hard to come by. I don't even know what set this guy is from. Yeah, I must have got some rare 2-pack, which is, I don't even remember getting that. They do have like this deluxe set where they have the princesses and the princes, where you can get all kinds of. I guess you have to buy some kind of special play sets to get the princes, but that's the only prince that I have, because there's even one on Amazon, but it costs $100 or something, which doesn't make any sense. So yes, the Toy Story ones are pretty cool. There were 2 box sets where you had to buy them and pay more money to get the 2 box sets so that I could get every character. I think Jessie was the one that they took out from a giant deluxe set. So instead I had to pay more money and get the 2 4-packs. I think that's what happened. There's probably a video on here about it. And then just other cool Frozen sets that came. We got Anna in here. There's Woody. I don't know how many kinds of Belle. And then I also have an Amazon exclusive set that came in a cardboard box that I can't take. That's in the other room. I love the cardboard box that they came in. I love craft boxes. So I talk about that, so I don't want to split that up. Oh, here's the other one. So the other one that I got from these special 2-packs. So I took their animals. So I took the frog away. She came with a frog. She came with a pig, whatever the pig's name is. But now they come with 2 other animals. That's true. I totally remember this. I think that the ones that Ariel comes with, I just spit. Ariel comes with Flounder, or is that his name? Ariel comes with a fish in the original plastic covered cases, and I didn't get it. And then Belle comes with Mrs. Potts, and then the lizard that Rapunzel comes with. And I think those 3 I did not get. And then the other 3 I did get. So these other 3-packs, I think that's how it goes. Yeah. Because I was waiting to find them on sale, but I think it's because they're the most I don't know. One of them's rare. One of them from that pack's rare. Anyway, now I thought if I waited, I would get them on clearance, but no, I don't know if I'll ever get those other ones. Doesn't matter though. And now they're all coming with different animals, so I'm gonna open up this one. And I don't know who this animal is. I did see this movie once. Am I gonna save the box? Yeah, I usually save the boxes. I had a knife here, I guess because I was moving stuff around. So we're going to open up her, and then there's even going to be more. How long is it? What time is it? How long have I been recording? I make these videos so long. I get so excited, so flustered, so happy with this collection. I gotta go make dinner. So this is how they hold them now. I'm not so sure that the amount of plastic that it takes to make these things doesn't equal the same amount of plastic as it takes to make the clear sheets. I should weigh it. I should weigh the. Where's an open? Oh, I took them all away. I should open one of these, take the plastic and weigh it next to this. I bet this, I don't know, maybe clear plastic takes up more resources than frosted plastic, for all I know. But I think that they probably weigh the same. I don't know, maybe this is more. Maybe the outer shell is more plastic than all of these. I am going to save the box. The box actually isn't anything special. It doesn't have any pictures on it or anything. But I think that they do make them specific to the character. Oh yeah, this is special. The background. And it says Disney Princess on it. And I don't see the name anywhere. Nope. But they do have a door that you're supposed to punch out to open it. But I didn't. So that I could have these. Now the thing about this guy is he rubs on the box. So I did find him probably 4 or 5 times in the store, and every time his horn was rubbed off, and I kept waiting and saying, okay. And even though he's super rare, there's only one of these in the box, and everybody else has multiples. I think one other figure only has 2 in the box, and then probably Belle has the most. I didn't look at the case assortment, which I should have, because that's what real collectors do. But I actually did look at the case assortment, I just don't remember. So I did pay attention. I was like, and I saw that I had to buy her right away because I thought maybe I'll never ever find her. And just like those other 2 packs from the Disney Princesses before. But here they are, looking cute. You can tell me what this dragon's name is. I don't know. It is unfortunate that he's got a scuffed horn, but I've never seen one that didn't have a scuffed horn. And I wanted to get it before it was too late. So there he is, looking pretty cool. And there is Mulan. Wait, did I even say her name? Do I even know her name? Looking, that's my first Mulan, I believe. I don't even think I have her in my multi-pack. I really should have had that special collector cardboard box, the Amazon exclusive in a cardboard box set that no kid wants, but I do. Oh wait, look at this guy. Maybe I do have Rapunzel. I'm really picturing whatever that lizard's name. I don't see Rapunzel in here, so I guess I don't have her. But look at this guy. Oh, it's too bad they stuck him on a stump. I don't like when toys have bases. I like, when you get the figures that have the bases on them. Not a fan of that. I like when they're like standalone, because when you move it, you can't move the land below you around with your feet. That doesn't happen. That's not real playing. All right, so they're going in there. I guess this is what happens. I open them and they go inside the box. You know what? I think I do have a Mulan in that set. A Mulan. I think I do have one in that set. We're going to have to see. I'm going to have to probably track down the missing 3 packs that I have. and get those missing animals. And then him, I guess he would look pretty good as a decoration in a 1/6 scale. So he might have to go into the animal box. But for now, this Disney box is going to have to be closed up. And now, just in case these figures show up at the Dollar Tree again, I got to confirm. Oh, I just confirmed it for myself. I wouldn't have open versions of these two if I didn't have open versions of all of the plastic boxed ones. So I don't have to do that with you in this video, because I do. That's how crazy I was, or still am, is that I needed to get one in box and one loose, because I'm a loose and in box collector. So that is really cool that I do have the full set of the first two waves. And then the open-faced ones, this was my logic. They're already exposed. They're already out of the package. So I can't move it around and play with it, but there's also so much, space or room that I should have. So that's what's happening. That's what's going on there. All right, so I know that this goes back here. I've got one empty space there, that's just going to be awkward. But what's going to happen is they're going to... Wasn't there two packs? Oh, oh yeah, there was two packs. Okay, this is the additional 2 packs that they added. So I don't know what's gonna. I can't take one away. I took this one away because it's just they made a special case assortment of 2 different mini sets, which I don't know why they made this. They made just this set again and this one, and they stuck them in a case together. It's very bizarre. I'm kind of regretting. I regretted not buying this one. Now I'm regretting not buying the other sporty one. But that's silly. But then it could give me an excuse to open those ones. But then where would I put them? What category would they fall under? Does this guy fall into this category? Here he is. Here he is. Does it have a number on him? I think that they stamp numbers on them too. I wonder if he had different packaging. I actually saved the packaging of all of these too, because the packaging is so cute inside. So I took this out and I opened it up and I put it in an envelope in a binder, because I love these little scenes. This seems like thinner cardboard. Maybe this is different. I think that all of the ones that I have are on cardboard like this, much thicker cardboard. So there's something really special about this paint defect guy. I'll have to look into that too. But I can't be going around getting all the ones with a different background, because they are the same guy. He's just forgot to put his shirt on. He's got a blue shirt on. That's so weird. Is there anything else? His eyes aren't as bright. This guy has really bright eyes, and this guy does. Does he have a scratch on his face? Hopefully that was just a piece of dust or lint. Here, let's check again. Oh no, there's a scratch. I can't see it in real life. When the light is on it. Oh, that sucks. But I don't know how that happens. I guess when you stick all your toys in a bin, but I don't smash them around like the way that they always seem to be in really good shape. Like the paint doesn't chip on them, even though I keep them in a bin like this, opposed to the ones that I see at the thrift store, which I don't even question buying. They always are so. I don't know what the kids do. Do they throw them at gravel? They like biff them around? Because I'm not the gentlest with them. Like I drop them all the time and stuff, and they don't get banged up like the ones I see at the thrift stores. So I guess kids are like grinding their faces on pavement and stuff, but you won't catch me doing that with these adorable little figures in different styles here. There's a good example of how some of the faces were darker and some of them were light. Or is it? Because the guy has an opened mouth. Forget it. Just know that I love these so much. Wait a minute. What's that? But I guess I did identify that guy. Look, I have him all these times. He's a recycling driver. Very important job. Oh, look. He's different though. Okay. So I'm glad I have this set. Look how he's a color variant with different colored shoes on. All right. I love these. They spark the joy for sure. I don't know what to do with my extra. Oh, no, I can't split these guys up because they're a couple. They go together. I think I'm just gonna have to leave these voids in there. I might have to just put those robots back. Despite these not being Fisher Price, they're really cute. They're Walmart in the baby section, and I want to have them out, and I don't have a place for them, and they fit really nice there. So they're bright and colorful. Is there anything else I can show you? I can show you this set, which is just this weird 4-pack that they put like that. And I have room for it, so it's out. And then I have an ET set, which that was a must-have. That's the one of the best 80s things you can get. And then whatever. This is the Kiss set. Is this the first one? I believe it was the Beatles and WWE. I believe these were the first two sets. Oh, and I bought this one, which this one came opened, and I don't know how I feel about that. So I was gonna return it, but then I didn't, and it's dusty. But The Wizard of Oz is like a classic characters. I don't really like the movie, but I like the characters. I like that there's a guy without a brain, a guy without a heart, and a guy with courage. Wait, that doesn't even make sense. All right, yeah, the WWE set is one of the first things. This one's probably worth a lot. However, this one I did open and have played with the figures, but then I just put them back inside that one. And then the Beatles one probably isn't worth as much because I think that they made more of those. And they remade a Golden Girls one. They made one, a cheesecake one of them in the kitchen. And then there's some Masters of the Universe ones, and I've done plenty of videos with the full collection, but I might have to do another collection. Either they actually spill over. I've got some bigger sets. There's a new Monster High one that I got. Stranger Things. I didn't show them. I don't know if I showed the Monster High one. I'm kind of disappointed with this one. I don't think that they. I would love to get Universal Monsters, Mattel. There's no way if you even watch this video that you would watch it to this long. But can we get some Universal Monsters? I guess this might be the closest thing we get to Universal Monsters. But there's something about them that I don't like. They didn't translate well, which I don't understand because I love Monster High. I love Fisher Price. I love Little People. There's something wrong with these ones. They kind of look like the extra chubby ones that were from the 2020s again. Nothing in the 2020s was good. I can't think of anything good that came out of the 2020s for me. I have Mega Constructs Monster High that I love, so that's the best. And Create a Monster. They're the only Monster High dolls that I've saved because they were modular monsters. Right. I've overwelcomed my stay with this video. There's no way. I mean, I'm sure 5 of you watched to the end. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do, but I actually did sort the collection out pretty well. I've just got one space there, which is fine. It's just a tiny little space. And you know what? I'm gonna leave that space there. And I might have to Google and maybe look on eBay and see if there's another animal set that's similar to these ones. I know that these came out at the same time, and I have a double of this one that I opened, but he's in a different bin because these are exclusively the single pack figures that I've opened. But there might be another set like this, but I know that these came out at the same time, so they were kind of a collection together. I hold them like they're like these valuable prized possessions, but they are to me. There might be another set, so I'm gonna look into that, or look into some kind of set I can put up there. I tried putting another set up there, but I didn't like how it stood above the other ones. And then the new animals that they're making, they don't make them in boxes this size. So I think we're just gonna leave that space blank. I've never seen Ted Lasso. It's probably a good show, but this is probably the very last set that I got when I was collecting everything, and it was past. I had it for a month and I couldn't return it to Amazon. But so that's why I have it, even though I don't know who any of those characters are. Oh right. All right, but didn't I say in one of my videos? Didn't I have this guy twice? Because I have her twice. No, she's not from Parks and Rec. Well, I put stuff away, but I think I do have him from another set, whatever his name is in real life. I think I have him twice because he's in some other movie. I mean, the Barbie one. I can't think of what it is. I think I have to open this one because George isn't pushed into his spot properly. But Seinfeld is one that I definitely had to get too. And then, okay, all right. I've talked about these a million times in a million different videos. If you're still interested in my Little People collection, there's 20 of them here, and I go on and on for hours about it. I love Little People. I love you. Thanks for watching. Until next time.